Welcome in, everyone, to Gibbs High School here in East Tennessee as the Upperman Bees baseball team gets set to take on the Murfreesboro Central Magnet Tigers. It's a non-district game, non-region game, but a matchup of possible future region opponents later on this season. And the Upperman Bees will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Murfreesboro Central Magnet, the home team. They're out in the field right now. Both teams in black jerseys today. The Bees in their home white pants and the Central Tigers in their home gray pants, but good day for baseball. The rain is held off for right now. A little bit of a breeze out there and a beautiful facility out here at Gibbs High School once again in East Tennessee. So glad to have you along live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel today. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Cameron Hughes on camera today. Lineup for the Bees looks like this. Dawson Mullins will lead it off. He plays shortstop. Chris Wersing is the second baseman, batting second. Carson Shoup is over at first base. He will bat third. And Huddleston behind the plate, batting fourth. Jackson Green is out in right field today. He bats fifth. Brayden Wolke will be on the mound in this one for the Bees. He bats seventh. Batting eighth is Rylan Case out in left field. Andrew Hedrick is the third baseman, batting ninth. And not batting is Dalton Mathis. He will be out in center field. Their opponent on the mound is John Michael Courtney. He pitched 4 innings last Friday against Hume Fogg. He went those 4 innings, only gave up 1 hit, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and no walks in a 22-0 win. The righty on the mound delivers home, and that first pitch in there is a called strike to Dawson Mullins. Bees coming off a loss to Cumberland County on Tuesday in district play, 3-2. First loss in district play in a couple of years. This one swung on off to the end of the bat, and it's 0-2 now on Mullins at the plate. This Central Tigers team, they beat Tellico Plains yesterday 7-2. They're 8-8 on the season under head coach Jason Patterson. The 0-2 on the way now from Courtney. Breaking ball will miss a little bit upstairs, and the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the leadoff man for the Bees in Dawson Mullins. Defense pretty straight up for the Tigers as the wind kind of blows across the field from left to right. Fastball in the outside corner misses just out, and the count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mullins steps in. Courtney's ready to go. 2-2 on the way. This one back up the middle. Courtney jumps over, and Mullins will lead it off with a single right back up the middle, and the Bees have a man aboard with nobody out here in the top of the first. So the Bees at 4-8 on the season, looking to go on a little bit of a win streak here. They get 3 games in East Tennessee, 2 today at Gibbs, and then 1 tomorrow at Fulton. They'll take on Trousdale County a little bit later on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. We'll have broadcast coverage of that. The games today here at Gibbs, an hour and 50-minute time limit, and they cannot start a new inning after that. So a runner on first and Mullins, a good amount of speed as Chris Wersing, the best batter in the lineup for the Bees, steps in for the first time today. He watches that first one come in, swings on, and that one is through to the outfield as the shortstop could not backhand it, and it's back-to-back singles to open it up for the Bees. They've got runners on first and second now. I mentioned we'll see Brayden Wolke coming up on the mound in the bottom half of the inning for the Bees. Trying to get back on the winning side of things. Just a couple of runs the other night against a gritty Cumberland County squad that is much better than years past. They had a really good outing from Eli Gloop on the mound as well. Randy's tuning in. Sharon's tuning in as well. Kevin is cheering on the Bees. Keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you hit that share button and like the stream as the off-speed will miss upstairs and outside to Carson Shoup, who steps in for the first time. Shoup got it going a little bit Monday night against Cumberland County with the bats. He's trying to continue that here today against Central. Runners on first and second for the Bees. Nobody gone here on the top of the first. This one ripped down the line, and that is passed into the outfield and all the way to the wall. It's going to plate 1, possibly 2. Mullins will score. Wersing is going to be held up at third base, and Carson Shoup finds himself an RBI double, and everybody that's come to the plate has found themselves a hit so far. So a 1-0 start for the Bees as Dawson Mullins comes around to score the first run of the ball game. Wersing advances to third, and Shoup all the way up to second base. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Bees early on in the top of the first. Still nobody gone. And Denton Huddleston, the lefty catcher, will step in for the first time today in the cleanup spot. Courtney into his motion now with runners on second and third. First pitch swinging, that ball through. And Wersing will score. They're going to hold Shoup up at third. Huddleston will take a turn and look, and there's going to be runners on the corners. It's 4 straight hits to open up the ball game for Upperman. And a 2-0 advantage already. The Bees have come out swinging. A long drive for them from Baxter. We actually pulled in about the same time. Getting ready for this one. Had to fight the Knoxville traffic all the way through, but the bats have been hot early on. There's now runners on the corners and a 2-0 advantage for the Bees, and still nobody out here in the top half of the first. Courtney working out of the stretch. At the plate now is Jackson Green, who has had a great start to this season. Watches that first one, a called strike on the outside corner. One of the many freshmen in the lineup this year for the Bees that are going to be relied upon heavily. And a great outing on the mound. He's been doing it with the stick as well. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, got him out in front a little bit, and that's off his foot. And Green goes behind 0-2, and he's going to have to walk that one off a little bit. That one didn't feel great. Mentioned Jackson Green here in the fifth spot. Braden Wolke stands in the on-deck circle. Braden Green still in that DH spot. He had his first game back after the injury against Cumberland County on Tuesday night. And now Coach Shanks will come have a chat with Jackson. Kind of points to the inside part of his right heel. He says he's good to go, and the lefty will step back in with an 0-2 count. Still nobody out, and runners on the corners for the Bees. Here in the top of the first, and already 2 runs across. It's 4 straight hits against John Michael Courtney on the mound. The Central team 8-8 on the year. They split with Macon County in district play earlier this week on Monday and Tuesday. 0-2 on the way, swung on and missed, and that's the first strikeout of the ball game for John Michael Courtney, and the first out here in the top of the first. So 1 gone, and stepping to the plate now will be Braden Wolke. We'll see Wolke on the mound coming up in the bottom part of the inning. And then pretty much everybody else will be available in relief in these 3 games this weekend. First pitch into Wolke, swung on, right side of the infield in a tough spot. Second baseman cannot grab it. It'll score a run. Turning the corner at second and running to third will be Huddleston. And runners on the corners and another run through for the Bees. Wolke just put it in the perfect spot. It was going to be a tough play anyways. So we'll go with the RBI single there for Wolke, and it plates Carson Shoup in the process. Huddleston advances all the way up to third as well. And it's 3-0 Upperman here in the first with 1 gone. Braden Green will step to the plate. Already the 5th hit of the day so far for the Bees. 6 batters in. Just the 1 strikeout so far for John Michael Courtney on the mound. He's trying to find it right now, but the Bees have timed him up early. First pitch into Green. That one misses high and outside. A delayed steal, and they'll just get it right back to the mound. So it'll be a stolen bag for Braden Wolke, who advances up to second base. And a 1-0 count here on Green at the plate. Still just the 1 out here on the top of the first. Runners on second and third now for Braden Green. Courtney, a long look, and now will step off. He's trying to find the confidence a little bit. Today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Randy's tuning in from Gentry's. Appreciate him. Appreciate the people at Gentry's Power Equipment for making this broadcast possible, as that one misses inside. And the count now 2-0 on Green at the plate. One of 2 games today here at Gibbs, and then the Bees will have another one tomorrow against a team out of Ohio, Strasburg-Franklin. 3 runs across already for the Bees and just 1 gone. Courtney delivers home. And that one misses. It's 3-0 now on Green. Rylan Case back into the lineup. He stands in the on-deck circle. He'll be out in left field for the Bees as well in the bottom half. Courtney working out of the stretch now with the runners in scoring position. And the 3-0. Green watching it the whole way. It's a called strike and gets back to 3-1 now. Lefty steps in against the righty on the mound. With 1 gone here in the top of the first. Courtney brings it home. The 3-1 will miss out. Oh, called strike 2. So the count runs full now on Braden Green. Got the delayed call behind the plate, so we got to take a beat. Courtney brings home the full count. Swung on and fouled back. We'll try it again. Of course, Green trying to find a little bit of a rhythm as well. Obviously started the season in the lineup and then suffered the injury, missed a few games ever since Kingston. Came back against Cumberland County on Tuesday night. Able to draw a base runner in the 7th, but they were unable to move him around after they lost that one 3-2. 3-2 count here on Green. Delivers home. Swung on, and we'll do it again. Good battle brewing here by both Courtney and Green. Green steps back in, eyes down Courtney on the mound. Huddleston over at third, Wolke at second base. The payoff will miss all the way to the backstop, and Green will take his bag over at first. It's bases loaded, one out, as Ryland Case will step to the plate. It's the first walk of the game issued by Courtney, and given up 5 hits prior to that. And it's bases loaded again, still with just one gone, as now Ryland Case, who's trying to find a little bit of rhythm. Just his second appearance so far in a game, obviously with the basketball team all the way up until Friday last week. Played Monday night against Cumberland County, did not play Tuesday, other than he was running a little bit. Swings the first pitch he sees, pops it up, drifting into foul territory, and that one will just go out of play beyond the fence as the first baseman for the Tigers gave a good chase over there, and Henry Long, he just ran out of real estate. It'll be strike one. Okay, so big opportunity here, though, to get the bat going with bases loaded and one out. Courtney working out of the stretch, brings home the 0-1. That one spiked in the dirt. Catcher cannot keep it in front. Trying to score is Huddleston from third. It bounces around, and he is in safely. Everybody else advances. It was kind of a late decision by Huddleston, but he gets there nonetheless. It'll be the 4th run across for the Bees. Still just one out here in the first. Good eye as well by Case, and the count runs to 1-1. And he still has 2 opportunities in scoring position. Mentioned just the hour and 50-minute time limit, but a good start in this one for the Bees. Already 4 runs across in the first. And then we'll have Wolke on the mound coming up in the bottom part of the inning. 1-1 on the way to Case. That one misses outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. There's partly cloudy skies right now here in East Tennessee. The rain has stayed off for the most part. Just kind of sprinkles here and there. This one ripped left side of the infield. Shortstop there. Gloves, throw, gets the out at first, but it does play another run. So Ryland Case gets the job done and brings home the 5th run of the game for the Bees. And now 2 outs in the inning after a nice play at short. So Wolke able to come across. Green all the way up to third. And out of the plate comes Andrew Hedrick as the Bees bring their 9th batter to the plate here in the first. Started off with 4 straight hits. All 4 of them scored. And this one into Hedrick, who steps in for the first time, fouls it back into the net for strike 1. Courtney trying to get out of the inning here for the Tigers. Mentioned had a good outing against Hume Fog last time out. They won that one 22-0. Obviously different animal here with the Bees. The 0-1. And just a little bit early that time was Hedrick, but he's on it, and it's 0-2. Courtney has the 1 strikeout so far, and then the ground out there on that last batter to Case. For the 2 outs in the inning, Hedrick choking up on the bat in the left-handed batter's box. Courtney delivers home the 0-2. Check swing. It's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Courtney able to get out of the inning, but not before 5 runs come across for Upperman. They lead 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Well, a great start for the Bees in the top of the first. They played 5 runs on 5 hits, only left 1 batter aboard, and all 9 came to the plate in the first. And now it's on the shoulders of Braden Wolke. Will step to the mound for the first time today on a Friday. An early start time here on a Friday on the Eastern Time Zone, and Braden Wolke on the mound has been solid so far this season. A 3.50 ERA. He's got a 1-1 record in 2 appearances so far. He has started just 1 game. This will be his second start. He's got 8 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 of them earned. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks, and a batting average against of just .231. Taking on a Central Tigers lineup out of Murfreesboro at 8-8 on the season, and coming off a win against Tellico Plains 7-2 yesterday. The lineup looks like this. Brady Yates out, the right fielder, will lead it off. Joseph Rowell bats second. John Roth will bat third. The cleanup batter is Braylon Dowell. Elijah Bonner will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Benson Rivas. Henry Long will bat seventh. Truett Surbaugh is batting eighth, and Grayson Leroy in the 9 spot. Wolke with a 5-run advantage as he takes the rubber for the first time, working out of the windup. And Yates will step into the right-handed batter's box. Wolke delivers home. It's going to miss just outside with a fastball, but a good spot to start it off. It's 1-0. B's got the sticks going early, swinging early in counts, 4 straight hits to open it up. Courtney was able to settle in just enough to get out of the inning. This one hit right side of the infield. Worsing, the sure glove, has it, throw on to first, and that's the first out here in the bottom of 1. Out in the field for the Bees, mentioned Worsing is over there at second base. Wolke on the mound behind the plate is Denton Huddleston. At third base today is Andrew Hedrick. Dawson Mullins, the shortstop. Carson Shoup is at first. In the outfield and left is Rylan Case. Stelton Mathis is in center field, and the right fielder is Jackson Green. Bees pretty straight up defensively right now against this Tigers lineup. A breaking ball that falls across for strike 1 to Joseph Rowell steps in. Now the Bees will shift over a little bit. As that fastball is a called strike on the top part of the zone, it's 0-2. Wolke ready to go. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball. That one's going to miss outside. A good spot for it as it falls off the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Rowell at the plate is the left fielder for the Tigers today. Standing tall in the right-handed batter's box, Wolke delivers home. Fastball swung on, high in the air, out to right. Green and Worsing giving chase. Green underneath will make the grab for out number 2. Right on the foul line out there in right. And there's 2 up, 2 down for Braden Wolke on the mound. And a 5-run advantage here in the first. The 3-batter, John Roth, the shortstop, will step in for the first time. He made a nice play there in that top half of the first to get the second out of the inning. Wolke delivers home with the fastball. Good frame by Huddleston. It's a called strike. Looks to be an advantageous zone today for the pitchers. The 0-1 breaking ball, right side, hit well. Worsing diving, cannot get there, and Roth is able to find his way aboard with the first hit of the game for the Tigers. Good piece of hitting there. Got it on the outside part, took it that way, and able to get it past the outstretched arm of Chris Worsing. So a runner on first with 2 gone. And the center fielder, Braylon Dowell, will step in for the first time. Cleanup batter for the Tigers. Against Wolke now, will work out of the stretch. He brings home the first pitch into Dowell. Another breaking ball. That one misses outside. We'll see a good mix from Wolke. He's the number 3 pitcher right now for the Bees. It's Chris Worsing and Jackson Green. Those top 2 guys. Quick check over to first. And paying attention is Roth. Dowell steps back into that right-handed batter's box. Bonner, the DH, he stands in the on-deck circle. A check swing. It's a called strike. Roth was bouncing around over there at first base as well. Obviously, we've seen the arm of the freshman Huddleston behind the plate. With the back pick, Sand throwing down to second base. See if they test him, especially with 2 outs. The 1-1. That'll be up and out of play, and it's 1-2. Bees get a Trousdale County team in Game 2 coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. They're 7-1 on the year. Have had a great start to this season. Be a good test for the Bees in that one as well. Roth bouncing around over at first. Wolke delivers home the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's a strikeout for Braden Wolke to get out of the inning. They strand the runner at first. The Bees lead 5-0 after 1. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Great start for the Bees, both at the plate and on the mound from Braden Wolke. They lead 5-0 after 1. Starting here in the top of the second, and the top of the lineup is back up. 1, 2, and 3. Dawson Mullins, Chris Worsing, and Carson Shoup, all 3 of them found a hit and scored a run in the first inning. John Michael Courtney on the mound struggled through the top half of the lineup, finally started to bear down towards the bottom third and was able to get out of it before it flipped back over to the top, but not before 5 runs came across. Petey is in Cookeville tuning in, and that one's going to miss high and inside. Noah decided that, today's his birthday, so first of all, happy birthday to him. He decided he was going to go to opening day in Atlanta. So that's where he's at today, not on a golf course, surprisingly, I know. The 1-0 will miss high and inside. It's quickly 2-0 to Dawson Mullins. He singled and scored his first time up. Courtney working out of the windup now with nobody on. He kind of switched it up there with runners in scoring position there late in the inning as that one misses low now, and it's 3-0 on Mullins. Only 1 walk issued in that first inning from Courtney as the rain starts to spit down a little bit. 3-0 on the way. And that one's a called strike. It's 3-1. Mullins ready to go. Courtney out of the windup. Here's the 3-1. This is outside. It's a leadoff walk to Dawson Mullins, the shortstop for the Bees. Second walk of the game issued, and Mullins finds his second time aboard here in the second. Here comes Chris Worsing. Over a 500 batting average on the season. Reached a few times against Cumberland County Tuesday night. They didn't have too many base runners, but Worsing was able to find his way aboard a few times. First pitch into Worsing is going to miss low and outside. Worsing a single and a run scored his first time. He was brought home on the single by Denton Huddleston. Runner goes, swing, and Coach Shanks cannot make the play in the third base coach's box. Call that an EC, I guess. It's 1-1 here on Worsing. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the second, already 5 runs across. Worsing with a 1-1 count. Another one down the line, and that is a fair ball for Chris Worsing. It's going to get deep into the corner, and then they call it foul. Wow, very late foul call there. Almost a third was Dawson Mullins. And Worsing will make his way back in. It'll just be strike two. It was pretty darn close down the line. So everybody's going to go back to their positions, and it's a 1-2 count now to Worsing, who will have to step back in and reset. He's been early on the last two from Courtney. See if he's able to sit back on this one with nobody out. 1-2 on the way. That one misses outside. Great stop behind the plate that time, and staying in front was Serbaugh. He's had to work a good amount. A shorter backstop here at Gibbs, obviously much shorter than what the Bees are used to with their massive backstop. Obviously being in Cumberland County Tuesday, more of the same here as Gibbs. 2-2 now to Worsing. On the way. That one misses outside. Serbaugh gloves it, and the count runs full. A 3-2 count here to the best batter in the lineup for the Bees with a runner on first and nobody out in the top half of the second. Courtney looks into his catcher Serbaugh. He comes set and brings home. Runner goes. This one swung on high in the air to left and playable. Center fielder coming on to it. The wind kind of taking hold of it. It drops in the grass and now trying to get into second base in time, but not going to get there is Mullins. He was making his way back. He thought it was caught, and that's just a tough spot there for the freshman. He will be gunned down at second. Worsing will find his way aboard. That just got up in the wind stream, and it just hit an absolute wall as the center fielder and Braylon Dowell came onto it. Could not make the grab, but gets the out at second base. And so Coach Shanks, a coaching moment there with Mullins on his way off the field. Now Worsing stands at first base. As that one's going to miss upstairs. Carson Shoup had the RBI double. He came around to score as well back in the first. One of the 5 hits so far for Upperman. This one off the end of the bat, out towards center field. Coming onto it again is Dowell. That time he makes the grab. Worsing was halfway, will make his way back. Great jump out in center that time for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone now with Denton Huddleston coming to the plate. The lefty singled in a run, came around to score a run as well. Top 4 in the lineup, 4 hits, 4 runs in the first. He's asking for time. He'll step out as Courtney was taking his time. And he'll get ready to step back in. Wind continues to gust from third to first. Kind of in a little bit as well, more towards the dugout. First pitch into Huddleston, off the end of the bat left side. That'll be just foul down the line. There's a little bit of action, it looks like, for Central Magnets off to our right. Some bigger raindrops start to fall a little bit. And that one's going to miss down low in the dirt. A good stop by Serbaugh behind the plate. Count now 1-1 on Huddleston. It's the rain now picking up, and the umbrellas will start to pop out. Courtney set and delivers home. Bounces off the plate. Good stop again. 2 balls, 1 strike. To the freshman Huddleston at the plate, and now the home plate umpire will call time and clean off the plate a little bit. Just a little bit. Courtney's going to ask for a new baseball as well. Two ball, 1 strike count here to Huddleston at the plate. Trying to move Worsing around, who stands over at first with 2 gone. This one swung on, hit hard, high in the air, out to right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and he will make the grab out in right. is Brady Yates for the final out of the inning. So the Bees will strand a runner. They still lead 5-0 coming up in the bottom of 2. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
5-0, Upperman leads it here in the bottom of 2. Central Tigers coming back to the plate here in the inning. The John Michael Courtney on the mound, finally able to get something going there in the top half of the second. We'll see if the pass can get going now for the Tigers against Braden Wolke. Had a good first inning, allowed just one hit. He got a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout in that first inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up here for the Tigers in the bottom of 2. Elijah Bonner is the designated hitter, and then it'll be Benson Rivas and Henry Long. Mentioned just kind of a ugly day right now here at Gibbs. Partly cloudy, or pretty much mostly cloudy skies. The rain kind of on and off, blowing wind from left to right. And now it's kind of coming in from left center. And has already proved a little bit difficult for the outfielders in this one so far on some high fly balls. So Bonner will step in for the first time against Wolke, who's working out of the windup. And time called by Bonner. They'll reset. He's got the 5 runs in the first, had a little bit of action in the second. But the Tigers were able to bear down and make some plays. First pitch in there from Wolke is a called strike. Game today presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. 1 of 2 today here at Gibbs. They'll play Trousdale County coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. As this one swung on and fouled back into the net. It's quickly 0-2 now on Bonner. Get one more tomorrow against a team out of Ohio at Fulton in Knoxville. Breaking ball. Misses just outside. It's 1-2. Wolke ready to go. 1-2 on the way. And got him to swing right through. Huddleston got to find it. He'll make the throw down to first and gets the strikeout. Nice play by Huddleston. Good pitch as well by Braden Wolke. It's the second strikeout of the ball game and back-to-back for Wolke on the mound. First out here in the bottom of 2. Benson Rivas, the second baseman, will step in for the first time. Back-to-back lefties in the lineup. Wolke, a longer look in this time to Huddleston behind the plate. Now delivers home with the fastball. And that one will miss a little bit outside. The Bees have been pretty blessed with their catchers for the last few years. Obviously, Ricky Allison for pretty much the last 4. And now Dan Huddleston steps in as a freshman. Kind of taking hold of that position. That one swung on and popped up out of play. They count 1-1 here on Rivas at the plate. Very young Bees team this year. Obviously, a few seniors still out there. Carson Shoup and Brain Green kind of leading the way. And then Chris Wersinga Jr., Wolke out there as well, one of the upperclassmen. That one misses outside with a breaking ball. And a ton of freshmen and sophomores on the roster this year. Rivas chokes up a little bit in the left-handed batter's box with a 2-1 count. Wolke brings it home. The fastball in the inside corner is a called strike. It's 2-2. Wolke with another 2-strike count. Likes to go to that breaking ball. We'll see what he decides to do here at 2-2. delivers home. Fastball that time, swinging right through, and gets his third strikeout of the ball game. Second out of the inning. Here in the bottom of 2 for Braden Wilkie. Henry Long, the first baseman, will stride to the plate now with nobody on and 2 out. Braden Wilkie has looked really, really good early on. Just allowed the 1 hit so far to John Roth back in the first. That was with 2 outs. Was able to strike out the next batter and has continued on to strike out the first 2 here in the second. That breaking ball is going to hit him right in the elbow. Not too much you can do about that one. Long will make his way down to first. So just the second base runner for the Tigers. It comes with 2 outs again. Truett Surball, the catcher, will now step to the plate for the first time from the right-handed side, as Braden Wilkie will work back out of the stretch. He'll step off, have a conversation with his shortstop and Dawson Mullins with a runner on first and 2 outs. Brings home the first one, and a good frame job there by Huddleston. Gets the called strike. Long over at first after hit by pitch. Takes a bounce off. The 0-1 swung on and sent out of play. It's 0-2. Tigers team that the Bees could face later on this season in a possible region tournament game. If you get through the district tournament, obviously. This one hit well out to left, and that's going to drop in front of Ryland Case on 1 bounce. And that one quickly back in. It'll be cut off by Wilkie to hold the runners at first and second, but Truett Surball able to find the second hit of the ball game for the Tigers. So a single that time, advances Long into scoring position. And the third baseman in the 9 spot will be Grayson Leroy, coming to the plate for the first time. Holston looking to his pitcher and Braden Wilkie on the mound, asking if he's good to go. I'm going to get a runner on as well for Surball, since he's in that catcher spot, so the courtesy runner comes on. It'll be Caden Odom over at first base now running. So stepping in, Grayson Leroy. Runners on first and second. Huddleston keeps it in front, turns, fires to third, not in time. Both runners advance. Now 2 runners in scoring position. First real threat here for the Tigers in the bottom of 2, trailing 5-0. Wind continues to blow across the field. The 1-0 on the way is a little bit low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Leroy. Wilkie would love to find an out here and not have to face the top of the lineup with runners in scoring position. 2 gone in the inning. And the 2-0. That's outside, ball 3. Wilkie out of the windup. And the 3-0. Right down Broadway for strike 1. Brady Yates, the right fielder, stands in the on-deck circle. He grounded out to Chris Worsing his first time up, but would love to have an opportunity here in the second. 3-1 on the way. That one's outside, ball 4. Good pick by Huddleston, but it's going to load the bases with 2 outs here in the bottom of 2. First walk of the game issued by Wilkie. And again, the first real chance for the Tigers continues now with the top of the lineup up in Brady Yates. Wilkie working out of the windup with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Still has the 5-0 lead, trying to keep it right there. Brings home the first pitch to Yates. Back pick behind the runner at first. Couldn't quite get there, and a good dive back in at first base as well by Leroy. It was a little bit off the bag. Everybody's safe, and it's a 1-0 count. Here comes Wolke with the 1-0. One misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Wolke, who seemed like he was cruising through the first 6 batters in the lineup, since then has hit a batter, giving up a single and a walk. Had 2 outs in the inning with a couple of strikeouts, trying to bear down and find that 3rd out. Behind in the count again at 2-0. Delivers home. That one misses. It's ball 3 again. Tigers trying to make something happen here and cut into the 5-0 advantage by the Bees. Wolke bringing home the 3-0 pitch. It's ball 4, and it's going to score the first run of the game for Central Magnet. So second straight walk issued by Wolke will send Coach Farley out to the mound for the Bees. As the Tigers are able to plate their first run, it was Henry Long who came around. He was hit by the pitch, able to advance all the way around after the single by Surball, and then 2 walks to Leroy and Yates. Still 2 outs in the inning. 1 run across now for the Tigers. It's 5-1. And Joseph Rowell will step to the plate. He flew out to right his first time. We'll see what he has in store as Coach Farley has his whole infield in there. Again, a very young infield. Obviously, you got Wolke on the mound. He's one of the elders out there with Chris Worsing, Carson Shoup in there too. He has his 2 cents, and then Wolke will step back on and be ready to go. As Rowell tries to open this one up a little bit and get a little bit closer. Wolke still working out of the windup. Bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of 2. First pitch in there is a called strike. Wolke needed that one. Back-to-back walks and had been behind 3-0 in both batters. He was ahead on Surball, 0-2, but then gave up the single out to left. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. Just upstairs. It's 1-1. Looks like it's starting to cool off a little bit out there as well. 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball blocked up well by Huddleston. And again, a shorter backstop here at Gibbs, but it can bounce around off that backstop. There is some padding in front of it. And you got the speedy runner and Odom there at third base. 2-1 here to Rowell at the plate. Wolke delivers home. That one misses. It's ball 3. Wolke trying to find the strike zone right now with 2 gone and bases loaded. Rowell steps in with a 3-1 count. Wolke brings it home. That's a called strike, and the count runs full. Rowell thought he was taking a free base. Instead, he's going to have to reset and step back in. Already 1 run across for the Tigers here in the inning. Wolke ready with the payoff. The righty delivers home as the runners go. Swung on high in the air towards the right side of the field. Worsing trying to get underneath it. Over there is Shoup as well, but Worsing able to make the grab for the final out of the inning. So they are able to limit the damage to just 1 run. They strand 3 runners in the inning. And it's 5-1. Upperman leads after 2. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Tigers get one run across, but the Bees are able to limit the damage. They lead 5-1 as we begin the third inning of action here at Gibbs High School. I'm Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes on camera today. So glad to have you along. Game 1 of 2 for the Bees right now, and then they'll play again a little bit later on tonight with a game in between. They'll play at 8 o'clock against Trousdale County. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bees here in the third. Jackson Green, Braden Wolke, and Braden Green due up here in the inning. It's still John Michael Courtney on the mound. He was able to find a little bit of rhythm there in that second inning even after it was a fly ball out to center that was a little bit misplayed, but they were able to get the lead out at second base after a walk which is issued to Dawson Mullins. Courtney delivers home. The first pitch into Green is a called strike. Green, a strikeout victim his first time up. And 2 strikeouts so far for Courtney on the mound. As that one misses outside, and it's 1-1. Courtney into his motion, delivers home. Swung on, out towards left, a little bit of a blooper, and that one is going to drop for Jackson Green. Just kind of in no man's land out there in left center again, just sent up into the wind, which is now pretty much blowing straight in from center field, maybe left center. And it is just making all kinds of difficulties out there for the outfielders. Drops in there, though, for the single, and Green is aboard. So Braden Wolke now steps to the plate for the second time today. He has singled in a run. He has scored a run. And he's got a runner on first with nobody out here in the third. Trying to help his own cause a little bit more. After allowing his first run of the game, hits this one well, out towards left fielder sending back, and that one is caught out in left. What a play, over the shoulder, throw comes in, it's over the first baseman, in towards the fence, and actually into the dugout. So Jackson Green will advance. And he's going to be put at third base. That'll be 2 bags for Jackson Green. And so a costly one that time on the throw in that probably wasn't going to get Green, who read it well. Heck of a play out in left, though, on the catch made by Joseph Rowell for the first out of the inning. So Wolke with the fly out, albeit an incredible play out in left for the first out of the inning. And now Green is at the plate. This one hit well, and what a catch at shortstop now by Roth. Well, this Tigers defense has stepped up and made some big-time plays on the last 2 swings, as that one was hit well and right into the glove of John Roth at short. So quickly 2 gone with a runner on third for the Bees. It sends Rylan Case to the plate. Grounded out his first time, but brought home the 5th run of the game for Upperman back in the first. John Michael Courtney trying to work a quick inning here in the third. A check swing blocked up well. Oh my goodness, they said he went. Wow. What in the world? The home plate umpire just said that Rylan Case offered at that ball. All righty. So it's 0-1 to Case. That one misses high and inside, evens the count of it 1 apiece. Runner on third is Jackson Green. Swing and a miss that time, and the count goes to 1-2. 2 gone in the inning. After a couple of really nice plays out in left and short for the Tigers. The 1-2 on the way. This one swung on and fouled back. They'll do it again. Case trying to battle now. Wind continues to blow around here at Gibbs in East Tennessee. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Courtney works all the way back, able to get the strikeout after allowing the leadoff single. Gets 3 straight outs and has his defense to thank as well. It's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Courtney, and the final out of the inning here in the top half of the 3rd. You're watching Upperman Baseball. They lead 5-1. It's presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Quick inning of work for the Tigers defensively, and a nice job by the defense for the Tigers out and left and at short, and then the strikeout by Courtney strands the runner at 3rd and green. Still 5-1, but the Tigers coming back to the plate here in the bottom of 3. 3, 4, and 5 due up. John Roth, Braylon Dowell, and Elijah Bonner. Good battle between two sides that could face each other in a possible region tournament matchup. A Central Magnet team that's 8-8 on the year. They've already played 3 games this week. They're 2-1 in those games. A split against Macon County and then a win against Tellico Plains yesterday. And still got 2 more after this. A lot of baseball this week for Central Magnet. Bees will have 1 more today, 1 more tomorrow before facing Livingston Academy starting next week. A hot shot at Worsing gloves, able to get to the ball and quickly on to first for the out. And quickly 1 pitch and 1 out for Braden Wolke on the mounds. It was hit well and just kind of caught the glove of Worsing there at second base. Kind of pops it to his right hand and flips it on to Shoop. So the center fielder and Braylon Dow will step in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far against Braden Wolke. Wolke lost the strike zone a little bit in that last inning, and he finds his second hit batter of the ball game with that one. They had 2 outs with a couple of strikeouts back in the second, and then hit a batter, gave up a single, and back-to-back walks for the first run of the game for the Tigers. He hits his second batter of the ball game here, and stepping in now will be Elijah Bonner, the DH who led off the second inning with a strikeout. You see some of the hoodies out there under the jerseys for Central Magnet. Same thing for the Bees and some of the guys. And starting to cool off a little bit as the wind comes through. Huddleston back pick. Tag applied, but not in time. And diving back in safely is Dowell. So another active defensive catcher and Denton Huddleston behind the plate for the Bees. Following up a rookie Allison who was great for so many years. Trying to fill in for a senior class that won so many games, made a few state tournaments, a couple of state title games, winning one of them. Wolke delivers home. This one swung on and fouled off. 1-1 here, the count to Elijah Bonner. Wolke looks in. Now comes set. Runner goes. Got a good jump, and that one bounces away from Huddleston. He dives into second safely. No throw. And the Dowell into second base easily. And he was going to get there no matter what as that one got away from Huddleston behind the plate. Kind of bounced in front of the plate and took a wild hop. And now it's a 2-1 count on Bonner with a runner in scoring position. And he's kind of got the wind working in his favor a little bit. Blowing just slightly to the right, but in. 2-1. That one misses away. 3 balls and a strike now. For this Upperman team, they've got pretty much anybody that they can go to in the bullpen if needed. Still a 4-run advantage right now in the bottom of 3. 3-1 on the way from Milwaukee. This one swung on, hit well, out towards right center, sending back Mathis, has a beat on it, makes the catch. Trying to get it in quickly, but tagging up from second base in the process is Dowell. He's up to third, and there's 2 outs in the inning. They say he did not tag up. So they check on second base. Dowell did not tag up in time, and that'll be the final out of the inning, says the infield umpire, and Coach Patterson not at all too happy about it. So Dowell still standing on third. Coach Patterson having a chat at second base. I don't think he's going to change his mind, though. So that's the final out of the inning. They double him up and get out of the inning. 5-1 Upperman leads. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Gibbs High School, the Upperman Bees on top 5-1, taking on the Murfreesboro Central Magnet Tigers, and able to get out of the inning there. The fly ball and then the step on second base. Coach Patterson wasn't too happy about it, but not too many times you're going to see an umpire change his mind. So Bees coming back to the plate here in the fourth. And it's 9-1-2 due up. Andrew Hedrick, Dawson Mullins, and Chris Worsing. 9-1-2 as they'll head back to the top of the lineup. We'll see if Hedrick can find his way aboard. He struck out looking his first time up as he steps into the left-handed batter's box. And a 5-1 ball game here at Gibbs High School. So glad to have you along. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. 1 of 2. First pitch swinging, Hedrick, right side of the infield. A glove at second and throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Nice play by Benson Rivas on the right side of the infield there for the Tigers. Got here and the weather was okay, but since then, since the game has started really, the wind has picked up and temperature's starting to drop pretty significantly. Rain has come and go a little bit, hadn't been too heavy at all. Dawson Mullins stepping in for his third time to the plate. And that one across from Courtney. Kind of got through the glove of Surball and goes to the backstop, but it is a strike, and it's 0-1. Mullins, a single and a walk so far. He scored back in the first, got doubled up in the second on the fly ball by Chris Worsing. This one swung on and drifting out of play. It'll be strike 2. Bees split a pair against the Jets earlier this week in district play, winning at home 6-0, losing on the road 3-2. It was a great outing by Eli Gloop as well for the Cumberland County Jets. So this one is spiked into the dirt, and the standing's interesting right now for 7-3A. White County hadn't played a game yet. Livingston took 2 from Stone Memorial, and Cumberland County and Upperman at 1-1 in the standings. Upperman will get those Wildcats coming up on Monday and Tuesday. 1-2 here on Mullins. Courtney brings it home. Another breaking ball misses outside. Good eye by Mullins. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for the Bees. Chris Worsing standing in the on-deck circle, trying to find his third way aboard in 4 innings. And that one is going to miss outside, and the count runs full. Close one that Mullins lets go by at 3-2 now. Mullins steps in. Courtney ready to go. 1 gone in the inning with nobody on. And Mullins will ask for time as Courtney takes his time. Bees dugout making some noise for the top of the lineup here. This one off the end of the bat, right side, catch made at first base. Another nice defensive play for the Tigers. Henry Long this time, able to stretch out and make the tough grab. There's been now 3 outs made by the Tigers defense that have been some really nice plays. And there's 2 gone here in the 4th. Chris Worsing now back to the plate. Reached a couple of times already, singled and scored in the first. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. It's 0-1. Worsing ready to go, so is Courtney. One delivery on the way. The breaking ball misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 gone. 5-1 lead right now for the Bees. All 5 coming in the first. They had a great start to this game against Courtney, as this one in front is Worsing again. You've seen those a few times. He had one that was right down the line. Looked like a fair ball. It was called foul on back-to-back pitches. That time kind of off the end of the bat. He was so far out in front. It's 1-2 here. 2 gone in the inning. Nobody on for the Bees in the top of the 4th and a 5-1 advantage. Courtney brings it home. And that one misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chris Worsing at the plate. Feels like this is probably John Michael Courtney's game. They still got another game coming up today and then another one tomorrow. And there's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for John Michael Courtney, who has really settled in nicely since the first. He goes 3 up, 3 down for the first time in the game. Bees still lead 5-1 with the Tigers coming back to the plate in the bottom of 4. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
It's a 5-1 lead for the Upperman Bees as we get going here in the bottom of 4. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Tigers. They've found a little bit of rhythm offensively, mostly because Braden Wilkie has kind of lost the zone a little bit at times. He's hit a couple of batters, but really has fared pretty well in the last couple of innings. Only allowed the 1 run. Just had the 1 base runner there in that last inning and was able to double him up on a nice play out in center field by Dalton Mathis. Got the ball in quickly and tapped the bag at second base. Dowell, or they said Dowell did not tag up. There's a breaking ball across for strike 1 to Benson Rivas. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Benson Rivas, Henry Long, and Truett Surball for the Tigers here in the bottom of 4. Wilkie had a great first inning, allowed 1 base runner. This one swung on back into the net, and for one of the first times in a while, Wilkie's ahead 0-2. Outfield playing in mainly because the wind has just been so strong. Anything that's hit up into the air just hits an absolute wall. We've seen a few kind of get through it on some hard-struck balls. 0-2 on the way. Another breaking ball. Huddleston able to pop it up in front, but it goes to 1-2. Rivas so far a strikeout victim back in the second. He's 0 for 1. Again, today they're going with the time limit of 1 hour and 50 minutes, and they cannot start a new inning after that. That one a little bit inside, misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man here in the bottom of 4. Wolke into his motion, delivers home. It's upstairs, and the count runs full. Second full count so far today for Braden Wolke. He got a pop out behind the first base bag to Chris Worsing the last time. Here is the payoff, and that one misses inside. It's a leadoff walk issue to Benson Rivas. So the third walk of the day for Braden Wolke, and it sends the leadoff man aboard for Rivas over at first base. Henry Long will come to the plate, the first baseman for the Tigers. Wolke takes a little trip around and will step onto the rubber, working out of the stretch. Long was hit by a pitch and has scored the lone run so far for the Tigers today, back in the second. Wolke takes his time, and a late time call there. Couldn't quite tell who called it. Umpire ready to go, batter ready to go, Wolke ready to go. He delivers home the first pitch to Long. First pitch swinging. That one is through. Left side of the infield, and a single as it's mishandled a little bit by Case, but able to get around to it. And now back-to-back base runners aboard for the Tigers to open it up here in the bottom of 4. So a single by Long, his first hit of the game. Right through that 5-6 hole on the left side of the infield. The catcher, Truett Surball, will step to the plate. He had the second hit of the game for the Tigers. And now he's got an opportunity here with nobody out and runners on first and second. He's still with a 4-run advantage, all 5 of those runs coming back in the first inning. I'll look back to second base, nobody holding on. Rivas, who's over there. He walked to open up this bottom of the 4th. And now Worsing kind of makes his way over towards second from his position. Wolke a peek back, now delivers home. Bunt shown, pulled back, check behind the runner. It was a called strike, and it's 0-1 to the batter in Truett Surball. Runners on first and second here for the Tigers. 0-1, breaking ball. Misses outside. Gives the count up at 1 apiece. Grayson Leroy standing in the on-deck circle. He walked his last time. Nobody out here for Coach Patterson's Tigers in the bottom of 4, trailing by 4 runs. And a 1-1 count to Surball. Wolke brings it home. This one hit hard. Down the line and through. Gets past Hedrick at third. All the way down the line. It's going to play to Keppel. Trying to lug it around third base, and they're actually going to hold the runner up at third, so it plates just the 1 run. But it is a double for Truett Surball, his second hit of the game, and it's an RBI double. It's 5-2. Benson Rivas comes around to score. Long into third base, and now runners on second and third as Odom will come on to run for Surball. And it's been a very productive bottom part of the lineup right now for Coach Patterson. Hadn't been any outs made yet from 7, 8, and 9. So Long now stands at third. Odom comes on to run for Surball. He stands at second. Still nobody out here in the 4th, and it's now 5-2 with the third baseman Grayson Leroy at the plate as he swings at that first one and sends it back into the net. 0-1. Wolke seeing if he can't keep a 3-run advantage right now in the 4th and bring the bats back to the plate in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Right side of the infield. Worsing there, looks, throws to first, gets the out. So they surrender the run for the out. It's 5-3, but there's 2 outs in the inning. So Odom up to third base, and just 1 runner on after Long came home to score. And it's back to the top of the lineup for Brady Yates. Yates walked his last time back in the second. Puts a bunt down here. Right back, and the throw home. Huddleston there, makes the tag. A nice play by Wolke. And for the second out of the inning there. So they cut down the run on the 1-2. And able to advance up to first as Yates in the process. But a nice play by Wolke, quickly onto it. Huddleston able to make the tag on the speedy Odom. They cut him down and cut the run down. So still a runner on first, but 2 gone now. And it's still 5-3. I'll check over to Yates over at first. He's back in. At the plate is Joseph Rowell. 0 for 2 so far. Fly out on a pop out. Both of them to the right side of the field. Big lead over at first. Wolke delivers home. This one also hit out to right, but well hit out to right. That is a fair ball and a one bouncer into the fence. Green gets to it quickly. Quickly gets it in. Speeding around third. They're going to throw the stop sign on and hold him over there at third is Yates. But it is a double for Joseph Rowell for his first hit of the game. And runners on second and third with 2 gone now for John Roth. Already the 3rd hit here in the inning for the Tigers. As Roth will step in. Had a single back in the first, grounded out to Chris Worsing on a well-struck ball his last time up in the 3rd. And stepping off the mound will be Wolke. He was in the windup, and he's going to stay in the windup. Just needed a second. With runners on second and third and 2 gone, and now a 5-3 game. First pitch out towards center field. Mathis trying to get over to it. He makes the grab. Gets the important final out of the inning, but not before 2 runs are across for the Tigers as they inch a little bit closer. It's 5-3. We head to the top of 5, and the Bees are back to the plate. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
The Upperman Bees clinging to a 5-3 lead, but they've got 3, 4, and 5 due up here on the top of 5. Carson Shoup, Denton Huddleston, and Jackson Green as they try to get the offense going again. Had the 5 runs come across in the first and haven't been too threatening ever since. As on the mound, John Michael Courtney has really settled in. Gave up 4 straight hits to start this game back in the top of the first. Gave up another one after that and walked a batter. Ever since then, has thrown it pretty well. First pitch in there. Misses for ball 1 to Carson Shoup. He lined out to center his last time. He already has an RBI double and a run scored as well. He's had a good game so far. Courtney delivers this one. That one down the line, but a foul ball. Once again, glad to have you along live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today's broadcast is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. The 1-1, that's going to hit right in the middle of the 1-5 on the back of Carson Shoup, and he will make his way down to first. First hit batter of the ball game for John Michael Courtney. And Shoup will be the first runner aboard for the Bees here in this 5th inning. Denton Huddleston to the plate, 1 for 2. Single, a run batted in, and a run scored. He also flew out to right his last time up. Coach Shanks barks out the numbers or what he wants to see with a runner on first and nobody out and Huddleston at the plate in that left-handed batter's box. Wind continues to gust in from left center. Bunt shown, put down, but a foul ball, and it's 0-1. Would have been a really good one if Huddleston was able to just get it down the line. A little bit of small ball shown here early on by the Bees, at least in the fifth. So Huddleston now back in with an 0-1 count. Takes his stance in the box. Courtney working out of the stretch with Shoop over at first. Delivers home. Huddleston doesn't show bunt that time, and it's a called strike, and he's behind 0-2. Bees will play again coming up at 8 o'clock tonight Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central. We'll take on the Trousdale County Yellow Jackets in game number 2. Be a game in between here at Gibbs High School as well, so a little bit of a break for these Bees. That one misses outside. They're doing the time limit, hour and 50 minutes. They will not start a new inning after that. This one started right at 4 o'clock, so they're well within that margin right now. Delivered home. Huddleston back up the middle. Cannot be gloved. They do glove it at second. Step on the bag. Throw to first over the head again for the second time today. And that is going to be another bag for Denton Huddleston. So they get the out at second base, but for the second time today, the second baseman in Benson Rivas tosses it into the dugout. So Huddleston advances to second. They'll get a runner on for him, I would imagine. Oh, no, they're going to give him 2 bags, I beg your pardon. Now Coach Shanks having a conversation with the field umpire as well. So at the plate is Jackson Green, the right fielder for the Bees. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Singled his last time. Coach Shanks having the conversation with the field umpire right now. And standing at third base is Denton Huddleston. As the throw from the second baseman in Rivas sailed into the dugout for the second time today. We saw that earlier with Green, who advanced up to third, but he was stranded there back in the third inning. Very long conversation here between Coach Shanks and the field umpire, and looks to be coming to a conclusion. And now Denton Huddleston making his way off the field. Oh, did they call interference? Was that what the case? Well, they must have, because now there's 2 outs in the inning and no runners on for the Bees. Well, that's interesting. This one is hit hard out towards right field and on a run by Green. All the way back to the wall. One bounce into the wall, and Jackson Green turning on the Jets. He'll be into second base with a stand-up double with 2 gone. Turns on the first pitch he sees and sends himself into scoring position here in the 5th. And Jackson Green is seeing it well right now. So stepping in now will be Brayden Wolke. He's got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Coach Shanks looks to the dugout, and he is going to bring a runner on here for Jackson Green. It'll be Colton Cook who comes on to run for Green. So realizing that getting a little bit late and maybe trying to bring home some insurance here for the Bees, already with a 2-run advantage. Cook will come on to run for Green. So runner on second base is Cook for the Bees. 2 gone in the inning, and Brayden Wolke will step to the plate. 1 for 2 so far today with a single and a flyout. He's scored a run and driven in a run. He'd love to drive in another. help out his own cause on the mound now with a 2-run advantage at 5-3 after the Tigers were able to play 2 back in that last half inning. This one swung on, dropping quickly, and it is down. Cook running hard the whole way. He will score. And a nice play there for Coach Shanks, bringing in the speedy Colton Cook. He comes around to score from second base, and Brain Wolke helps his own cause, adds another run to the tally. So it's now a 6-3 advantage for the Bees here in the 5th. So Wolke having himself a game both at the plates and doing the job on the mound. Now Brain Green stepping to the plate with a runner on first base. Brought a runner on as well for Wolke over at first base. Green will get ready to step in with 2 gone and a runner on first, and that runner is Jackson West, the speedy West over at first base. Runner goes, swinging right side. Rivas gloves it, flips on to first and gets the out there. A nice play by Benson Rivas at second base, but the Bees do get a run. They lead 6-3 as we head to the bottom of 5. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Well, the Bees get another run across in the top of the 5th. Now the Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of 5. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for them in a 6-3 game. Braylon Dowell, Elijah Bonner, and Benson Rivas. As the Bees were able to get that run across, even with the interference that was called that sent Denton Huddleston after his swing of the bat to the dugout and had 2 outs in the inning. It was a well-struck ball by Jackson Green all the way out to the wall. Colton Cook came on to run for him, and then he was brought home by Braden Wolke. So now the Tigers, who got 2 runs back in the 4th, see if they can't continue on now against Braden Wolke on the mound. It'll be Braylon Dowell, the center fielder. He was hit by a pitch his last time up, and then he did not tag up at second base before advancing to third on the fly ball by Bonner back in that 3rd inning. He shows bunt. It's a called strike anyways, and it's strike 1. Tigers at 8-8 on the year, 2-1 already this week. A split against Macon County beat Tellico Plains 7-2 yesterday. A 1 on the way from Wolke, dips a little bit low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wolke seeing if he can't go the distance here in this one, save the bullpen arms for later on tonight and then tomorrow as well. That breaking ball, a good one, and it's called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Wolke's last strikeout came back in the 2nd inning. He had 3 strikeouts through 2 innings. Hadn't had any sense. 1-2 on the way. And that one just upstairs for ball 2. Wind seems like it's died down just a little bit here at Gibbs. It's been blowing pretty significantly for a while for the first few innings. Still a little bit breezy. The 2-2 breaking ball hit well and out towards left field. That'll be a hit for Braylon Dowell to lead it off. Good piece of hitting there with a 2-2 count. So he finds his way aboard with a single. And the designated hitter and Elijah Bonner will step in for the 3rd time today. 0 for 2 so far, a strikeout and a flyout to center field. He now steps in with a runner on first base and nobody gone here in the bottom of 5. Bees struck for 5 in the first, tacked on one more there in the top half of the fifth. Lead it 6-3 here at Gibbs High School. Game 1 of 2 today. They'll take on Trousdale County coming up in game number 2 a little bit later on. Worsing at second base, turns to short, Mullins to first, and it's a double play for the Upperman Bees. The 4-6-3, and there's 2 down. So able to erase the base runners was Worsing and Mullins, and a nice scoop as well by Shoup. It'll bring Brenson Rivas to the plates with 2 gone and nobody on. Wilkie will bring it home to him. Right side of the infield, Worsing backhand, turns the first quick throw, and that's a quick inning for the Upperman Bees defense. Braden Wilkie loving it through 5 here at Gibbs. It's a 6-3 lead for the Bees. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bees lead at 6-3, and they're back to the plate here in the top of 6, getting late in a hurry here at Gibbs High School. Game 1 of 2 today for the Bees, and they're trying to get back into the win column after suffering a loss in district play Tuesday night against Cumberland County 3-2. The offense has been there today. 6 runs across already. 8-9-1 due up for the Bees. Ryland Case, Andrew Hedrick, and Dawson Mullins due up here in the top half of 6. It's still John Michael Courtney on the mound as well for the Central Magnet Tigers. For both these teams, a lot of games this weekend, so your starters are going to be relied upon pretty heavily in most of these games. Bees, obviously, Trousdale County coming up a little bit later on tonight, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock here local time on the Eastern Time Zone, and then they'll play a team out of Ohio coming up tomorrow at Fulton High School in Knoxville. Bunt shown here by Case. Pretty good one. Rolls softly in front of Courtney. He turns the first. That's a nice play by the pitcher, and it's 1 pitch and 1 out as they get Ryland Case to open up here in the 6th. Case still trying to find that rhythm with the bats. He did drive in a run, but 0 for 3 so far with a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Now it's Andrew Hedrick to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. He's trying to find his way aboard for the first time today with 1 gone and nobody on in the 6th. Courtney brings it home. He hits this one out towards left, but the left fielder playing it perfectly was shaded in closely, and the catch is made out in left by Joseph Rowell. He made an unbelievable catch a few innings ago on a fly ball by Braden Wilkie back in the 3rd. He makes a nice catch there as they read it well. There's quickly 2 pitches and 2 outs for John Michael Courtney here in the 6th. There'll be Dawson Mullins to the plate. Lined out to first his first time and has to duck out of the way of that one. It's ball 1. His last time up, he's been aboard a couple of times. Single in the first, walked in the second. Doing what you want your leadoff batter to do, and takes a little bit of that pressure off of Chris Worsing in the 2 spot as well. 1-0, outside, 2-0. Two gone here on the top of 6. Bees got 1 run across in the 5th to extend their lead back to 3. This one is across for a strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Dawson Mullins at the plate. Well, no matter what, Chris Worsing will have at least another chance at the plate. He'd love to get Carson Shoup and Denton Huddleston up there as well. As that one has popped up. And it's 2-2 now on Mullins with 2 gone. He steps into the right-handed batter's box. Courtney delivers home. Breaking ball, misses outside, and the count runs full. Fourth full count of the day for Courtney. Here's the payoff. Fastball misses away, and it's a walk issued to Dawson Mullins with 2 away. So good AB there by the freshman will bring Chris Worsing to the plate for the 4th time today. He was a strikeout victim his last time up. He's got 1 hit so far today and a run scored. He's reached a couple of times. Now 2 gone and a runner on first. Just the 3rd walk of the day issued by Courtney. He delivers home to Worsing. That one misses downstairs. It's ball 1. Worsing holds the bat above his head. And the 1-0 on the way. Runner goes, hit, swung on, and hit well. That is a fair ball all the way to the wall. And running hard the whole time is Dawson Mullins. He will score easily. Chris Worsing is into second base, and it's an RBI double, and the Bees lead it 7-3. How about Dawson Mullins on the hit and run? He comes around to score, and Chris Worsing takes care of the rest. Worsing gets the job done, and another piece of insurance for the Bees is across in the top of 6. And now another runner in scoring position for Carson Shoup. Hit by pitches last time up. 2 gone. Worsing stands at second base. And a balk is called on John Michael Courtney. Chris Worsing will take third. So now another run just 90 feet away. Shoup has really found his rhythm at the plate. Doubled back in the first, a hard line out in the second. That one gets away from Surball. It's in his mitts, actually. He actually blocked it up well. He just didn't know he had it. So 1-0 here to Carson Shoup. Still John Michael Courtney, who started this game out on the mound for the Tigers. They got another game coming up tonight and then one tomorrow. The 1-0, check swing. It misses for ball 2. Chris Worsing takes his lead into foul territory in front of Coach Shanks there at third base. Courtney working out of the stretch. Shoup at the plate. A 2-0 count on him with 2 away. Delivers home. Swung on, out towards right field, drifting towards the foul line and off the wall. That ball was crushed by Carson Shoup. He's trying to stretch it into 2. He will slide in, and he is safe. Carson Shoup, another RBI double, and the Bees lead it 8-3. That ball was hammered by Shoup. Hits off the wall out in right. Right fielder got to it pretty quickly, but Shoup running hard the whole time has his second double of the day. The Bees now starting to pour it on a little bit here in the 6th. Here comes Denton Huddleston. Starting to feel like the first again. Runner on second is Shoup. Huddleston swinging first pitch, pops that one up and out of play for strike 1. Bees needed a game like this one after really struggling to just get base runners on Tuesday against the Jets. And a big credit to Eli Gloop, the Jets pitcher in that game, went all 7 innings. Really limited the damage that the Bees could do. Finally get the offense going here on a Friday. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. Good to see what you can do against a possible region opponent later on this year if you're able to make it through your district tournament as well. Obviously, just the top 2 making it through. 1-1 on the way. Hit hard. Huddleston down the line, but foul by just a couple of feet. The Bees starting to see Courtney well again here in this 6th inning of action. Courtney really settled in. 2nd through the 5th. Only allowed just the 1 run in that time span, just a few base runners. They got 2 runs of their own, but now the Bees have plated 2 more. extended their lead back to 5. Shoup stands on second, Huddleston at the plate. Long look by Courtney, delivers home. It's a called strike in the outside corner for strike 3, and Courtney able to get out of the inning. 2 more runs across, though, for the Bees. They lead 8-3. We head to the bottom of 6. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bees get 2 more runs across in the 6th, and they lead again. It's 8-3, back up by 5, and the Tigers now running out of outs. Down to their final 6 outs as they come to the plate here in the bottom of 6. 7, 8, 9 due up. Henry Long, Truett Serball, and Grayson Leroy. The good thing is this bottom third of the lineup has been really, really productive. A couple of runs scored. They've got 1, 2, 3 hits out of their 6 chances, and a couple of runs driven in. So they've been able to time up Brain Wolke so far today. We'll see what they can do here in this bottom of the 6th inning, as Wolke found a little bit of a stride there in the 5th with a little bit of help from his defense and a 4-6-3 double play. He's still out there in the bottom of 6. The Bees now up to 10 hits on the day, 8 runs across. Offense has been cooking. Wolke doing enough on the mound as well, just allowing the 3 runs so far on 6 hits. First pitch in, that one fouled right back to us. Fortunately, the net is there. And it's 0-1 on Henry Long. Long been aboard twice, hit by a pitch, singled, and has scored twice. He's had a nice day at the plate. 0-1 on the way from Wolke. Breaking ball. It drops in there for strike 2. That's a good one right there. Just catches the inside corner. Wolke now can go anywhere with it on 0-2. A long look in to Henry Long. Into the motion and delivers home. Kind of sawed him off, and it's another foul ball. It stays at 0-2. Working that inside half against Long and the lanky batter at the plate. Leadoff batter here in the 6th for the Tigers. Wolke the 0-2. High and inside, 1-2. Wolke back on the rubber. The 1-2 on the way. That one popped up into the net again. We'll try it again. Good battle brewing. Tigers team took them a little bit to get the bats going. They got 1 across in the 2nd. Started to have a lot of success in the 4th with 2 runs scored. And they wanted the strikeout. They were already throwing it around. But it's just going to be at 2-2 now on Long. So Wolke will try to do it again. Here is the 2-2. Breaking ball. It dips out. The count runs full. So Long now trying to take advantage. Here is the payoff once more. Fastball in the air. Foul territory. Giving chase is Carson Shoup, and he makes the grab with a basket catch for out number 1. So a nice job by Carson Shoup. Was able to get over there into foul territory, deal with the wind, and make the catch. There's one gone, and Truett Serball will step to the plate. 2 for 2 with a single and a double. He's also driven in a run. First pitch into him is a breaking ball. And misses for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Fastball that time is a called strike on the outside corner. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Wolke ready to go. Here is the 1-1. Kind of got a little bit of help there from Serball as he fouls that one back into the net. It's 1-2. Wolke ahead with 1 out and nobody on. Delivers. Breaking ball. Just misses. He wanted it. Home plate umpire shakes his head. It's ball 2. Grayson Leroy standing in the on-deck circle. He has walked. He's grounded out but driven in a run. 2-2 on the way. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Braden Wolke finds another strikeout. His first since the second inning of action. He's now got 4 in the ball game. So Grayson Leroy steps to the plate with 2 gone. The Bees then will come to the plate if they can get out of the inning and look for even more insurance. They played at 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Good breaking ball there, and it's a strike to Leroy. Wolke has found the goods again. Comes home with a 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Wolke's had to work. Obviously, the bats have gotten it going. He's helped himself out from the plate. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and we'll do it again. Sends that one back into the net. Leroy not going to go down too easily with 2 gone and nobody on here in the bottom of 6. It's an 8-3 lead for the Bees. 0-2 again. Breaking ball. Froze him, but it misses upstairs, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wolke steps back on and now ready to go. Into his motion and delivers home. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Braden Wolke. He's got 5 on the day. It's 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. The Bees coming to the plate for at least 1 more time. And they lead 8-3. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Gibbs High School as the Bees coming to the plate in the top of 7. They lead 8-3. Braden Wolke, a 3 up, 3 down inning in the 6th. And it'll be a change on the mound for Murfreesboro Central Magnet as they will go to their bullpen for the first time today in the top of 7. So John Michael Courtney's day is done. And they will head to their bullpen for the first time. And stepping to the mound will be Carter Shelton, a lefty, against 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup for the Bees. They've scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Jackson Green, Braden Wolke, and Braden Green due up here in the 7th inning of action. The Bees already leading by 5 runs. They started the game off with 5 in the first, allowed 3 runs. It got as close as a couple, and then the Bees were able to play 3 in the last couple of innings to extend it back to 5. They're up 8-3 now in the top of 7. I'm going to try to add on even more insurance here in this 7th inning of work. Try to get out of here with a win before they wait a game and then play Trousdale County a little bit later on tonight. So Jackson Green will step in. Absolutely ripped one off the wall out and right his last time up. He was a double and then had a runner, and Colton Cook come on to run for him, came around to score back in the 5th. Green has seen it well so far today as that one dips low for ball 1. He's 2 for 3. Struck out in the first since then, a single and a double. Was the player of the week at Upperman High School this week as well. Obviously a great outing on the mound Monday night against the Jets. As that one is a called strike in the outside corner. Needs the count of it 1 apiece. Shelton's got that sidearm action working from the lefty to the lefty at the plate. There's the 1-1 on the way. The breaking ball, that one's going to miss just barely. Good one, but it misses for ball 2. Green kind of steps out of the way. Now steps back in and ahead in the count 2-1. Shelton's ready and brings it home. Dips low, 3 balls and a strike. So a hitter's count here to Green. Out in right field today. A couple of hits so far. And now the 3-1. Waves at it, and the count runs full. Here comes Shelton with the payoff. Goes with the breaking ball, misses inside. It's a leadoff walk issued to Jackson Green. So the first walk of the game issued by Carter Shelton, who takes the mound in relief here in the 7th of John Michael Courtney. And now stepping to the plate will be Braden Wolke. He's got a couple of hits today and a couple of runs driven in. He's had a really nice game. Side armor slings it in there for strike 1. Runner on first and nobody gone here in the top of 7. Long look in by Carter. Now working out of the stretch, ready to go, delivers home. This one hit out towards right field. Right fielder there makes the grab, will get the throw in. It's just off the mark, and Green is able to get back in safely. But a nice play out in right for Brady Yates. This defense has been aligned pretty much perfectly so far today against the Bees. That was another Adam ball, and Wolke sends it out there, and Green back into first. And mentioned for John Michael Courtney, his day done on the mound. He got the start, went 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, 8 runs, all 8 of them earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. As Carter Shelton comes on for him and pumps a strike in there to Braden Green for his 4th time to the plate. Green walked back in the first, a line out and a ground out since. That one is in there, called strike 2. Jackson on first, Braden at the plate. 1 gone here in the 7th. Carter comes set. Brings it home. Swung on out towards center field, having a beat on it, and the catch made out in center by Dowell for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone now after the leadoff walk issued by Carter Shelton. Brings Rylan Case to the plate. 0 for 3. Big Barn looks like they're actually going to make a change. Looks like Sawyer Brown is going to get an AB here late in the game. Brown had an AB late against Cumberland County on Tuesday night. Popped out to the second baseman in his lone AB of the day. He swings through that one, and it's strike one. Comes the 0-1. Downstairs, got away. Green didn't quite read it well over at first, so he remains over there. And just ball one to Brown at the plate. Shelton trying to work a clean inning and then see what the Tigers offense can do coming up in the bottom of 7. And now time is called by Brown. He'll take a step out, take a hack, and then step back in. 1-1 count to the batter with 2 gone and a runner on first for the Bees. Shelton brings it home. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Bees got their insurance in the 5th and 6th. 1 in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th. They'd love to tack on another. But 2 gone here in the inning so far. Pitch coming home to Brown, back up the middle. Roth ranging to his left. It pops over his glove, and Sawyer Brown finds his way aboard with a 2-out single. So he's able to advance Jackson Green up to second base in the process. And Andrew Hedrick will come to the plate. So they will bring a runner on for Brown as they send Rylan Case back out there. So Brown comes on to hit for Case, and then Case is back on to run. So Green at second. He walked to lead off the inning. Line out in a fly-out sense before that swing of the bat by Brown. And now Case on to run for him, and Hedrick is at the plate. 2 gone and 2 on. Shelton peeks back to second. Brings it home. A bunt was shown. It's a called strike. Hedrick in that left-handed batter's box. Ground out, fly out, and a strikeout so far today. Shelton brings it home. Bunt shown again. Pulls back. It's ball 1. And Hedrick now asking for time and looking to the third base box. Making sure he's got the right play. He steps back in. Wind starting to pick up a little bit more here in the 7th again. And now Shelton's going to step off and ask for time, and Surball will come out to have a chat. So everybody trying to make sure they're on the same page here in the top of 7 with runners on first and second and 2 outs and a 1-1 count to the batter and Andrew Hedrick at the plate. Carter Shelton having a long conversation with his catcher behind the plate, and Truett Surball. As the Bees trying to close out win number 5 on the season. They lead 8-3 here in the top of 7. Shelton brings it home. That'll be a fouled bunt, and it's 1-2. And we are just now at that hour and 50-minute mark, so no matter what the Tigers do coming up in the bottom of the inning, this one will be over after the bottom of the 7th. Shelton looks back and comes home. Misses low. It's 2-2. That's how all the game's going to be here today. Hour and 50 minutes, and won't start a new inning after that time limit. Obviously just getting underway in the top of the 7th. Hedrick at the plate in a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball called strike 3 on the inside corner. Strands a couple of runners, but the Bees have a 5-run lead as they will come out in the field in the bottom of 7. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at tupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. T-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Well, the Tigers make a change on the mound. The Bees will match as well. It'll be Andrew Hedrick who steps to the mound for just his second appearance of the season and his second inning of work of the season. He's got 1 inning so far. He was able to get through that with 1 strikeout. No runs allowed, no hits. Pretty good relief appearance for Andrew Hedrick now in his second appearance this season. So Hedrick will take the mound in the bottom of 7. And again, this will be the final inning no matter what, as we've passed that hour and 50-minute mark. 5:51 local time here, a game that started right at 4. And so the Tigers sending to the plate will have their top of the lineup, 1, 2, and 3. Brady Yates, Joseph Rowell, and John Roth. So Hedrick trying to close it off for the Bees, who lead 8-3. That breaking ball will miss inside, and it's ball 1. Bees will get Troutdale County coming up in game number 2. A little bit later on, they'll have a game in between here at Gibbs High School. Hedrick brings it home. Little check swing. It's a called strike anyways, and it's 1-1. So Wolke started this game. He went the first 6 innings of the ball game for the Bees, and a good 6 innings. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. They are all earned. 3 walks and 5 strikeouts for Wolke, I beg your pardon. As that one is fouled back, and it's 1-2 now on Yates at the plate. Yates has reached a couple of times with a walk and a fielder's choice, but this one swung on left side, and that is through. Jackson Green now over at third base in place of Hedrick. Couldn't quite get there in time, and hits the first hit of the game for Brady Yates. So leadoff man aboard. Joseph Rowell, the left fielder, will step to the plate. He doubled his last time back in the 4th. So Hedrick now working out of the stretch with nobody out and 1 on. And that one will miss inside, a little bit low, and it's ball 1 to Rowell. Tigers had a little bit of success going at the plate back in the 4th. Had some going in the 2nd as well, but have only mustered 3 runs so far today on 7 hits. As that one misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now on Rowell. Braden Wolke did a really good job on the mound. Defense able to help him out a little bit as well. A double play back in the 5th, and then a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 6th. As that one misses outstairs, Huddleston checks behind the runner. Tag applied, not in time. And it's 3-0 now to Rowell. Hedrick trying to find the strike zone here in the 7th. John Roth standing in the on-deck circle. Singled in the 1st. Ground down the line out since. There's a 3-0. There's a called strike. It's 3-1. Hedrick now trying to work his way back into it. Three-one on the way. Downstairs, it's ball 4. So the first 2 base runners reach for the Tigers in an 8-3 game. And John Roth will step to the plate as Den Huddleston will trot out to the mound. Coach Shanks coming out there as well. And he will take the baseball from Andrew Hedrick. They will have a change. It'll be a call to the bullpen. We'll step aside as you watch Upperman Baseball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Well, Coach Shanks is going to the bullpen and going to one of his strongest arms, the strongest arm by numbers so far this season. Jackson Green is on the mound with his 1.22 ERA, 3-0 on the season. It's his 5th appearance of the year. This will be his first relief appearance of the season. 23 innings so far. He's allowed just 15 hits, 5 runs, only 4 of them earned, 35 strikeouts to 6 walks. That first pitch in there to John Roth, misses for a ball. Andrew Hedrick had a couple of batters, gave up a single and a walk, and it's just a straight-up switch with him. Green came in from third, Hedrick back over to third. Runners on first and second. This one swung on and popped up and out of play. It's strike one to Roth at the plate. And again, the Bees lead it 8-3. 5-run lead, 2 runners on, nobody out here in the bottom of 7. And Jackson Green, the freshman, has been so great on the mound this season, on the mound right now to try to close this one out. Looks back to second and delivers home. This one hit well out to right, but drifting foul for strike 2. And obviously a new right fielder in there for the Bees as well, with Green, who started out there, now on the mound. One, 2 count here to Roth. Green brings it home. Does not get the call on the inside corner. Needs to count up at 2 apiece. He thought he had it. Bees thought he had it. Looked pretty close. So Roth will get another one and a 2-2 count. Here it is. And that one a little bit low. Huddleston keeps it in front. The count runs full. Runners on first and second. Nobody gone. And a full count now to the 3 batter in the lineup for the Tigers and John Roth. One hit so far today. Came back in the first, but he has hit it hard. Here is the payoff. It is ball 4. And they say a little bit low to John Roth. And now bases loaded for the cleanup batter and Braylon Dowell. Nobody out for the Tigers, who trail by 5. The center fielder and Braylon Dowell will step in. He singled his last time up. He was hit by a pitch back in the third, struck out in the first. First time facing Green on the mound, who works out of the windup and delivers home. The off speed is a called strike on the outside corner. Green looks into his catcher, Huddleston, who gets the sign from the dugout. Here is the 0-1. Right down Broadway for strike 2. Green feeling it a little bit, ahead 0-2. Delivers home. Just misses outside, but a good spot on an 0-2 pitch. It goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases juiced. Nobody out here in the bottom of 7. The Bees with a 5-run cushion. Green brings it home. Breaking ball just dips off the plate. It's 2-2. Green got ahead on Roth at 1-2. Roth was able to work the walk. He stands at first. Green brings it home, misses high and inside, and runs the count full for a second straight batter. Now Green trying to bear down and make a good payoff pitch here with the bases loaded and nobody out. Yates and Rowell stand at second and third. Those were Hedrick's batters. Here is the full count pitch, and it misses outside, ball 4. So the first relief appearance of the year for Jackson Green. It only walked 6 batters in 23 innings. Has now come in and walked 2 straight. And a run across for the Tigers makes it 8-4. Still bases loaded and nobody out for the Tigers. As Elijah Bonner, the DH, will step to the plate. For 3 so far. Strikeout, fly out, and grounded into a double play. That one's low and inside. Green has gotten ahead on the last 2 batters, just haven't been able to finish them off. Tigers been patient at the plate. 1-0. Out towards left. Case trying to get over to it, makes the catch. Will get the quick throw in. Pretty good throw. Takes Huddleston up the first base line, and everybody else will stay at first and second. It's another run across with the first down of the inning. What I believe is Ryland Case out there in left. Looks like it is. So he makes the grab, and both of Hedrick's batters have now scored. 2 runs here in the 7th. Makes it 8-5. Tying run still at the plate. But the first down of the inning will send Benson Rivas now to the plate. Runners on first and second and 1 gone. Bunt shown. Pretty good bunt to the left side of the infield. Hedrick charges on. Throw to first is in time. A nice play by Andrew Hedrick from his third base spot. Slaps the hand of Jackson Green, and there's 2 down. Really nice play by Andrew Hedrick on a really good bunt to the left side of the infield. He gets the speedy Rivas, and now Green can just focus on the batter and try to close this one out with runners on second and third and 2 gone. They both advanced as Henry Long is now at the plate. He'll step back in with an 0-1 count. Green brings it home. This is inside. That caught a piece of it. Just barely. And so Long will make his way down to first. It's the second time he's been hit today. So bases loaded again. This time it's Truett Serball to the plate. In a 3-run game at 8-5. Jackson Green trying to close it out. 2 gone for the Bees. He delivers home. That one misses outside. Ball 1 to Serball. Serball 2 for 3 so far today. Single, double, run batted in. He struck out his last time looking. Here comes Green with a 1-0. That one fouled back into the home plate umpire. Looks to be okay. Takes the mask off and he'll reset, but it is strike 1 to Serball at the plate. Dutton Huddleston. Good show of sportsmanship there. We'll go out to the mound and have a chat with Jackson Green. Home plate umpire will take his time as well and clean off the plate. 1-1 count here. 2 Serball. 2 gone. The base is juiced. Tigers trail by 3. Wind still blowing in just a little bit. Green delivers home. This one's swung on, popped up and out of play. And the Tigers are down to their final strike. Jackson Green inherited a couple of base runners with nobody out. They both scored. Since then, he's gotten a fly out and a ground out. Looking to get the final out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Jackson Green closes the game out. Upperman wins it 8-5 against the Murfreesboro Central Magnet Tigers. A big strikeout there for Jackson Green to get out of the ball game after a couple of runs came across. And a big win for the Upperman Bees as they get their 5th win of the season and take down a possible region foe a little bit later on this year. We welcome you into the post-game show. We'll go through some of these final tallies for both sides. The Bees improve to 5-8 on the year, whereas Central Magnet falls to 8-9 on the season. The Bees will get ready to take on Trousdale County coming up a little bit later on this evening. Once again, the final score 8-5. Upperman 11 hits with those 8 runs. Central Magnet 5 runs on 7 hits. They had 2 errors out in the field. Offensively for the Bees, a couple of really nice days for a few different players. Chris Wersing 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored and a run driven in. Carson Shoup 2 for 3 with a run scored and a couple of runs driven in as well. And how about Braden Wolke? He was 2 for 4, 2 runs driven in and a run scored. He got the start today and the win on the mound. He goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Braden Wolke is indeed your Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Jackson Green comes on to close the game out. The Bees win it. Final score 8-5. Once again, coming up in just a little bit. 8 o'clock here, local time, Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time. The Bees will get ready to take on Trousdale County. There is a game in between, so it may start a little bit later than that, but we'll be here for the broadcast live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thanks you so much for tuning in. Today's broadcast has been presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. We'll step aside and return with game number 2 coming up